How's it going? Trexodactyl, 31 months in order. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because we're running the prototype scam. Yeah. Mardu chickens. Big samurai chickens. You already know what it is. Actually, you probably have no idea what this is. However, I'm going to show you a very silly Mardu deck featuring a card that I feel like it didn't get enough love, which is the Mardu Siegebreaker. This is a Lancer riding a Samurai Chicken. Very excited about that. And getting cards that have enter the battlefield effects or die or upon death effects to really pull off some crazy combos and surprise people with the effective power of this. So before we get down to this lovely Mardu deck right here, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously attack you and maul you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. You got to do it and become a villain. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both of those places, you can check us, get us live, hit that notification bell, part of that notification squad. Anytime we go live or something happens, you'll be notified. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions. If you want me to run something, show me on Discord. I might run it on the channel itself. Check it out. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this prototype scam deck, yeah, go right down there. So what are we talking about when we talk about Mardu? Well, we have a couple of fan favorites here, but we have a couple of new things. First things first, let's talk simple removal. You know, I got to stop those aggro decks. We're going to go with Cut Down. We're going to go with Bitter Triumph. Planeswalkers are becoming more and more of an issue, so I don't mind losing the life. I have a decent amount of life gain in this. Discarding is not too bad either, but I like this instant. It's my personal pet favorite removal. I'm going to go 2 of that. I'm also going to go 2 of Get Lost. Getting rid of the enchantments is kind of worth it. The map tokens generally don't backfire too bad. You just got to be smart with it. And of course, early removal for Cut Down right there. The other card that I will continue to sing the praise of till the end of days is Requisition Raid. This is probably one of the best anti-meta cards out there because it's variable. You can crack an enchantment and an artifact for a whopping 1 white and 2. That is really good and flexible. And if you have a wide board, you can pump everyone up for 1. Being able to have that variety and killing both at the same time for an artifact and an enchantment, super anti-meta right now because people love artifacts and they love enchantments and they never want them to go away. So we're going to try to get them on that. So get that out of the way. That's your removal package. For an early play, I like Stadium Headliner. Kind of throws people off of what we're going to be doing here. I like the fact that we can start putting creatures down on the board, give them effective targets, and essentially in the go wide on the swing, we get that Mobilize. We also get that ability to throw things at people and explode them with those Goblin Warriors right there. So not too mad at that. I like that early play, and I like that kind of versatility we get from this. It also, again, people don't really know where we're headed if you start with the Mobilize card, and that's very good too. A card that I don't think I've ever once put in a deck, Charming Prince, 1 white and 1, recommended to me by chat, which is fantastic. 2/2. Now, the reason we want this guy is whenever he enters, he gives you a scry, gain 3 life, or exile something and return it to the battlefield under your control, which is actually really useful in this type of build. Okay? Part of the reason that we want enter the battlefield effects, any card with an enter the battlefield effect like Charming Prince, is because of what Mardu Siegebreaker does. So to kind of understand this, we kind of have to understand him first, because this is kind of the whole trick of the deck, right? He is Mardu colors, black, white, and red, and 1 4/4 Death Touch Haste Human Warrior. Whenever this creature enters, exile up to 1 target creature you control until this creature leaves the battlefield. Whenever this creature attacks, for each opponent creature token that's for each opponent. Create a tap token that's a copy of the exile card attacking that opponent. At the beginning of your next end step, sacrifice those tokens. So what that means is when Mardu Siegebreaker hits the board, you say Charming Prince is out, he's exiled. He's exiled under Mardu Siegebreaker. This has Death Touch and Hasten as a 4/4. It can immediately swing. When it swings, you have the enter the battlefield effect of Charming Prince. He comes in tapped and attacking. And since he has an enter the battlefield effect, guess what? We get to scry, gain 3 life, or exile another target creature we control and return it to the battlefield. To the battlefield under control at the beginning of the next end step. So we get the repeated effect of an ETB trigger off of a Charming Prince along with the attack. Very, very cool stuff right there. And we're going to use this to scam. That's the idea. We have a ton of ETB stuff or stuff that benefits from leaving and coming back. We're going to do that. Okay, so that's the idea. The other thing that we have is Rock Curse Rakshasa. I know I lean on this card a lot, but it's sick as hell. 1 black and 1, 5/5, trample, decayed, renew, exile this card from your graveyard, put a decayed counter on each of X target creatures, activate only as a sorcery. We can completely remove blockers from the equation or just rot out our opponent's whole line. However, this guy has decayed, meaning he can only attack once before he dies. Problem solved with Mardu Siegebreaker because he's going to die anyways. If you do Rock Curse Rakshasa and hit him with the Mardu Siegebreaker, guess what, guys? He can attack every single turn. You're putting in a 5/5 trample on each turn that you swing in with the Siegebreaker. Vicious hits right there. Vicious hits. You want another scam? Guess what? We have Sanguine Evangelist, 1 white and 2. 2/1 battle cry whenever this creature enters, again, or dies, which is going to do both. If we pull off the scam with Mardu, it creates a 1/1 bat creature token and it has the battle cry, meaning that if it attacks, each other creature gets +1 until the end of turn. Now you're saying to yourself, Jay, you have to attack. It comes in attacking. It won't trigger that battle cry. That's okay. We can still use it regular. However, it is a good target for our repeated hit because you will keep filling the board with bats over and over again. And of course, you can hard cast and swing it in with everyone else that you're doing. It is a super useful card that helps you round out your board and just build a wide board of bats as you go, because you get that enters and exits combat effect, which is going to give you 2 bats a turn for basically nothing. Another one we're going to use is Slasher. We have a couple of tricks that we can do with Slasher, meaning that if it dies, we can use Mardu Siegebreaker on one of the stunned ones because it comes in with a stunned, and it doesn't have those stun counters anymore. It gets exiled and immediately comes in every turn. Having to deal with a fresh Slasher each turn that doesn't die, that doesn't go away, and is not killable, you have to have a blocker for it no matter what, or we're going to cut you down, is monstrous. 1 black and 2, 2/3 death touch. The reason it's monstrous, this zombie assassin deals half their life. They lose half their life if we hit them. Horrible thing to do to someone, especially when you're going in aggro. And again, a lot of these you can hit off the curve right here. You can go into the 2 or the 3 and then finish with the 4-drop. You throw an Unstoppable Slasher, boom, hit him with Mardu Siegebreaker, swing in, and then it dies. The fun thing about Mardu Siegebreaker, again, is that even if they block it or kill it, the thing that it exiles comes back. So you could take a Unstoppable Slasher, you swing in with it, they kill the Mardu Siegebreaker, they kill the Stoppable Slasher, everything dies, then some Stoppable Slasher pops back up on the board because it got exiled by Siegebreaker. So it's like they just have repeating nightmares of this thing. Whatever you come in is going to be more and more terrible. Here we have Reigning Victor. I actually really like this, and I like his little reward he's holding up. Orc Warrior. Mardu colors are 2. Generally, we can always get him out for Mardu colors with this mana base that we have here. The reason that I like him is whenever he has got Mobilize 1, which is cool, but whenever he enters, target creature gets +1 and indestructible. So if we scam him with Siegebreaker, again, we can give Siegebreaker indestructible, and it's a 5/2, it's a 5/4 death touch indestructible every single time it attacks, which is not something that you can sustainably block for the long term. We're also going to be swinging in with a 3/3 that goes away and enters. So you're basically giving whatever you want indestructible every single time you attack with the exiled Reigning Victor right there, which is super cool. The biggest one we're going to run is the Gorgeousy. That's why it's the prototype scam right here. The Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. This is a 7-drop normally, and it's a 6/5 menace and lifelink with ward equal to pay equal pay life equal to its creature's power, which is insane because it's normally 7/5. It's normally a 7 ward life. However, you can prototype it for 3. For 2 black and 1, you can bring out the 3/3 prototype of the Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. On curve, again, 3 drop to this, and then Mardu Siegebreaker for this. Boom. Guess what you're attacking with? Guess what you're attacking with? You are attacking with the non-prototype version. Even if you bring in the prototype version, you are going to be attacking with the 7/5 Menace lifelink and going in with Mardu Siegebreaker on top of that as well. Each turn that it happens, it's going to attack, be a 7/5 Menace, and then die, and then attack every single turn. They're going to have to deal with the Gorger whenever Mardu Siegebreaker hits. Do you know what the other benefit is? Even if they kill the Siegebreaker, you don't get the prototype version back, you get the full version back. So even on turn 4, if they swing in and kill the Siegebreaker, the Flesh Gorger is going to pop back up as the 7/5 version. If they want to get rid of it, guess what? That's 7 life additionally. Horrible, horrible, horrible combination play to run on them. I love to see it. You love to see the enter-exit scam Mardu Siegebreaker. We love to see it going right there. So that is what we're trying to do with this. Kind of surprise people out. They don't really know we're zigging and we're zagging. We're coming in with all kind of crazy stuff. We're building out of control. It does very well. Got me to Diamond 2. Climbing Diamond right now. Going to push for a Mythic in the last couple of days. 2 white, 2 black, 1 red, 2 Bleachbone, Koilos, Concealed, Black Cleaves, Blazemire, Sulphur Springs, Vantage. I think 2 Nomad Outposts is probably all you need. This mana base worked for me. It's probably going to be the most expensive part of the deck as it goes right there. So that is what we're looking at. What creatures do we have? 29 creatures, assassins to zombies, a little bit of everything between. Decent amount of warriors. You're going to have a lot of warriors because you are running Mardu and they love war. 6 instants, 2 sorceries, 4 artifacts, 24 lands altogether on a 2.8. That is actually way more expensive than you probably need. It's probably way lower than that. It's probably like a 2.2 or 2.3 because we are almost never going to be running... we're never going to be running the Gorger full 4 price. It has it here as a 7, but really, come on, guys. It's a 3. It's a 3 drop. Pretty even distribution. You do need black and white right there. With just a splish splash of red, but it is super important because if you can't get the Siegebreaker down, you are going to have a bad time. That is what this is made for. As far as the sideboard concerns, you could run any kind of prototype scam you want on this, really. You could put anything that you want to be scammed up. Anything. So this same combination play is going to work no matter what. I don't know why it's not searching. There we go. We have, as far as sideboard goes, Destroy Evil, Anoint with Affliction. A little bit of Exile might go a long way on this. Long Goodbye for your very, very annoying. I like that to pop out your... Sheltered by Ghosts or Nowhere to Run. I do like Alicia in this. She's not terrible, especially to resurrect stuff that you've been losing or getting killed on. Even bringing her in and out each turn is not bad either. She's decent, especially for that raid. Inevitable to Defeat is a fun one if you're running Mardu. You can gain and drain, can't be countered, you exile something. Combat Thresher is not a bad, and this is where we talk about the other prototypes. Any kind of prototype that you can bring in and out or any kind of enter-exit is what you're going to be want to run. Because if you do this prototype on curve for 3, it comes in, you can draw a card, and then, of course, you're attacking every turn with a 3/3 double strike. If you want to run the Steel Seraph, that's fine. You don't really get that at the beginning of combat on your turn. You're not going to get that, so that's not great. But any kind of cheap card that you want to hit off that you don't want to have to pay the full price, get it down for the prototype version. Even this, it would be a 1/3 flying, but when you use Mardu Siegebreaker, it's going to be a 5/5 attacking and swinging in on it. So any kind of card that you want to do that on, you're going to be doing good with. You're going to be doing fine. So same concept, same scam you're running. Have fun with it. I give you my blessing. Go nuts. Hit the crazy go nuts button. As I say, that is what we're looking at right there with the Mardu. Let's get into some games. Let's grind up those diamonds. Here we go. Let's get into it. Leafbone Bird. Alright, let's hope we don't get hit with a removal here. Authority also just fucks up aggro decks. It just completely shits on aggro decks. Because nothing can come in hasted. Not only can nothing come in hasted, but it gives you life. So even red aggro swarming in with a lot of creatures is always going to be pinging. Even if they're pinging you for 2 life a turn, or even 3 or 4, they're still feeding you life every turn. It's going to increase your survivability. So generally, just against aggro, authority is just the worst thing that could happen. And it completely cancels. I mean, it's the reason that fucking factory decks fell off, man. It can do a... Here's the thing. I've beaten Cosmics. You may be joking. I've beaten whatchamacallit. because of that. I've beaten those decks because they're expecting to have 1,000,000 blockers when they go do something, and it doesn't work. So I absolutely have beaten those types of decks because they say, well, I'm going to put on my turn, I'm going to put down 5 artifacts, and I'm going to get so many blockers that you're not even going to believe it. And then they realize that all the blockers that they had put down aren't going to be there anymore. They're going to come and tap. So that is kind of the irony, is that it actually can do that. Authority solos, man. Authority and split ups, terrible removal. I personally don't ever run board wipes. But yeah, that's a horrible thing to do to people. Terrible thing to do. Weird as a byline show. Oh, this is Outlaws. This is pretty cool. Okay. Got some removal here. I'm going to use Rock Curse to remove the blockers. I think this guy is cooked. Phyrexian Fleshgorger is going to cost him 3 life to kill. And he can't do enough damage to finish me off. And Rock Curse can remove... Yeah, he's cooked. There you go. There you go. Cooked. That's a temporary lockdown. Land for Trial of Faith. They did something like Maze of Ith. Yeah, you know, there's... it's honestly... It's almost funny because Final Fantasy, you could make a whole fucking Final Fantasy set out of one game. And so, like, there's tons of shit that they left out. Like, they really did not go full power on Final Fantasy. Like, there's so much shit. You could take Final Fantasy 7 and make a whole fucking set out of it. Realistically, like, unironically. And it would be decent, you know? Let's do that. Let's scry too. Removal. I don't think I want any of... Well, I'll grab that. Get rid of Get Lost. We already have Get Lost. Okay. Boogeyman. Herbert's Furge. Speaking of Herbert's Furge. Speaking of authority and whether or not it solos. He's probably got Lightning Helix. Or a Lightning Bolt. Or Lightning Strike, rather. Ooh, taking damage. Pumping. Caretaker's down. He draws a card. He's gonna duplicate it. Down to 7. Very nice. I would really like to get any kind of mana out here so I can get Mardu Siegebreaker. I need a swamp or a mountain. Or anything that generates red mana, and I can get Siegebreaker out. And I can duplicate Phyrexian Gorgiasi here. Which actually will win me the game. Or is he going to play removal on the Gorgiasi? Let's see. He's gonna do it. No, he's gonna draw cards. Also known as crabs. These also, guys, I don't know if you know these, the alternate name for these things here that we're using are crads. I think this square thing right here, okay, he's just gonna say no. He's just gonna say, no thank you. I think that is the crad. If we're gonna get technical about it, I think that this square version of a card is gonna be the crad. That's what we'll refer to as the crad, the whole crad. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, this is a silly hand right there. I like that, though. I like silly hands. What rank are we now? We're Diamond 2 and a couple pips. Cosmic Brownies. Alright, we got all the land. Crat. Here's the removal. He's holding out for removal till the end of the night. I'm holding out for removal till the end of the night. And he's gotta be strong, and he's gotta be fast, and he's gotta be alive. Hey, what's up, Daniel Smith? How you doing? I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night. Dark Souls. Man, I hope we get a fucking From Software. That would be fucking sick, dude. That shit would be fucking beyond sick. Wow. Wow. Just losing fucking mana like crazy here. Just losing life for no reason. Let's get him out here, boys. There we go. A From Software fucking set would be just fucking ridiculous. Just absurd. There's the Slasher Boy. Oh, Slasher Boy. The pipes are calling. Boom. That. He's gonna put down the silly guy. The big, yeah, the demon. Demon for demon. We'll put down... We'll do this. We'll do this. Make sure he understands the seriousness of the situation here. Yeah, it's not good, dude. It's not good. Do that. Let's do this. Let's send you in. Oh, it's a slasher off, ladies and gentlemen. We got a slasher off here, boys. Boys and ghouls. This. Feed him. Feed him. Slasher, I barely know her. There you go. What does the Phyrexian do? Did I answer your question, Cosmic Brownies? I think I did. I think I did. The hash-slinging slasher, yeah. Welcome to the show, Proto. Lockheed Martin. How's Kitty Pryde doing? Good? This is tough. This is a tough hand right here. Ops goes first. I do have early removal. I'm not crazy about it, but we'll play it out. Why not? Oh, there's the red land. Okay. If you insist, game. If you insist. He's gonna try to hit me with that Yoinky Sploinky, I think. That is a waste of time. I don't get that. I don't get that. That was a waste of money. Don't put down a third land, invest in a big card. Yeah, there you go. Swing it in to bing it in. Play your pump, man. It's cool. Nothing bad's gonna happen. Play your pump. There you go. That's for you, man. Indestructible. I think we're gonna Mardu Siege that guy immediately. I crafted Is It Cutter. My god, it's OP. Yeah, Is It Cutter is really fucking good. Is It Cutter is really good card. Like, we knew this, correct? Let's scry with it. Scry. Mardu Siegebreaker. Sure, why not? Let's do that. Oh, come on, man. I'm the reference king. I'm the reference king. I'm made entirely of references. You know how Kojima says I'm made of 80% movies? I'm just made of fucking 90s references. That's it. That's all I am. It's a 90s reference. Sure, swing it in, bro. I don't give a shit about that. I'm gonna replace that. I'm gonna say game 3 life. Boom. Nice. Hey, what's up, Hillbilly? I am 137 years old. Okay? I just peaked in the 90s, okay? I'm trying to make a shrine deck that requires a lot of uncommons. The best thing about making a shrine deck, and I'll tell you, probably the best thing about a shrine deck, building one at least, is that you can stop building one at any time. Just not do that. So that's one of the best parts of shrine decks, personally. I get that back. I'm gonna say I'm gonna gain 3 life real quick. There we go. We'll put down you. We'll do you again. Scrap you out. Sephora got it. Sephora got the joke. My joke was that you shouldn't be doing that. Don't build shrine decks. That's the joke. Is don't build a shrine deck. Stop building it and do something else. Oh, I just don't like them. It's not any more complicated than that. There's not a deeper meaning to it than that. Okay, I mean, yeah, if you want to make one, then, you know. Battlefield exile and return. Let's get Hashling Slasher out here. Do something to me here. He's gonna try to do something. Let's try this. He's gonna play a pump on it, but I kind of want him to run out of. Oh, so he's accelerating. Yeah, people don't like this, man. People don't like when I hit him, when I do this to him. What are my top 3 favorite films? Probably The Matrix, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, and Star Wars Return of the Jedi. FFS means for fuck's sake. No, I'm just teasing you, Teddy Bear. Teddy Bear, yeah, Shrine decks is... I just personally don't like them, but yeah, they are a little complicated. They're a little resource heavy. When they work, they go off, man. I'll tell you what, they're one of those steamroll decks that if they get any kind of steam behind them, that's pretty much lights out. Guerrilla Radio, turn that shit up. Lights out. Guerrilla Radio. Let's do the hash-slinging slasher here. Corey Steele. Real steel. No blocks. Bro, you didn't have the fucking proliferate? You didn't have the second fucking spell. Oh, he's got it now. Oh, he's got it now, does he? Got it. Screaming Mimi. Oh, yeah. Screaming Mimi. Gotta knock you out. We can't let you go. Screaming Mimi. Do I dare eat a peach here? He's probably got a pump. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. He's probably got a vicious pump, but we'll see. We didn't get enough. I could have cracked it, but we got stuck on this. You see this land situation here? It's not good. So let's say discard a card. You auto pay. Mardu Siegebreaker. Let's see, no attacks. We got stuck on lands. That's our biggest issue. Block that. Block that. Oof. Alright. We're hitting rock bottom here, boys. We're not hitting the land. We needed to hit the land like 1,000 times already. We're 12 cards in and we're not hitting the land. That's gonna be that. Earth Girl Louise, now that's a movie I haven't heard about in a long time. Jeff Goldblum, if I remember correctly. You know, as much as I love Lord of the Rings, I really did not vibe with the Shadows of Shadow of Mordor. I don't know. That is Tanuki, by the way, that is probably one of the strangest collection of favorite movies. That is a very strange collection. Avengers Age of Ultron. Avengers Age of Ultron, a controversial opinion right there. I don't think there's a lot of Age of Ultron defenders. I think that is considered the weakest. But, interesting, Sephora. Oh. Interesting choice for sure. Stonechaser's Talent. James Spader was a very good Ultron. I feel like we had an issue with that movie. Was Ultron was built and defeated in one movie, and he's a way bigger villain than that. I think it was really just a case of that. I'm not a big fan of horror movies. There's some that I like, but gore fest movies are not really my thing. If it's just all fucking gore and suffering and pain, I don't particularly care for it. Let's do this. Let's make it Red Dragon, you'll see that I quote, that's probably one of my favorite horror movies. I guess it's more psychological horror. But you will hear me quote that quite a bit. I have called many decks the Great Red Dragon. I often say you are about to be witness to a great becoming, yet you know nothing. I say that very frequently. You've probably heard me say it. Old Wave, my favorite genre. Old Wave. This is what Is It can do to you, by the way. This is what Is It can do to you in modern day. In current year, this is Its fucking coup de grace. Boom. Boom. Let's leave that. Boom. Trex O freaking Dactyl. Trex O the freaking Dactyl. He's not getting what he wants here, I don't think. I don't think he's getting what he wants. Okay, he's gonna run in on me. He's gonna run on me. So we're gonna do Rod Curse. We'll bring in the Hash Loading Slasher. Could do 10. Listen, prowess decks could absolutely do 10 right here. He could also just be stymied. Yeah, he got kind of stymied. He kind of got stymied. Low-key. Low-key kind of got stymied. Okay, what's up? Slasher. Let's give him the rod. How's it going? Trexodactyl, 31 months in order, by the way. I'm not great, but Jay's live, so feeling pretty good. Feeling good on a Wednesday. That's Stan Marsh's Lord song. I am Lord, yeah, yeah, yeah. I am Lord, yeah, yeah, yeah. Gobbledy. Zero thinks you're around Jay's stream, tiny high and a cornucopia of success. Do you smoke za? No. So, I'm not a fan of very much any drugs or drinking. Not because I have a moral objection to them. But because they don't do very much to me. I can drink like 3 beers and I don't really feel anything except sleepy. I don't get any kind of real euphoria or kind of great, wonderful buzz off of them. If I smoke weed, again, I just feel like, let me just go take a nap. I don't feel like, whoa, I'm so fucking high right now, brah. Like, I don't really get very much. Even medication. I have a very slow metabolism, so I just don't metabolize things well. So I don't, nothing really affects me very much. I'm not just not personally a huge fan of it, but I don't do it. Boop, 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 boop. Not that I haven't. Again, not that I have a moral objection. I just, doesn't really do much for me. guy. Magic Raptor. Innocence. Okay. No. Let's bring out the silly guy. That's a silly guy right there, right? Pretty silly. Life gain. Big fucking life gain deck. Big, girthy life gain deck. Let's do it. Let's fucking go. LFG, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's fine. What's he gonna put down here? Interment Sacrificer. A Resurrector, maybe? I don't know. He draws a fucking million cards. That kind of sucks. Maybe we do Reigning Victor. Maybe we do Reigning Victor and Wreck Raid. Crap, I don't need him to do 80 bajillion cards. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. Yeah, it's a Raise the Past Life thing deck. You don't have much for that, and he's set himself up real nicely here. We're gonna put you down because you're a silly guy. And we're gonna crack. What's more important, Uneaten Feast or these fucking draw card ones? I think the draw card one. I don't need him drawing 2 fucking cards every turn. Whether or not I crack that open, he's gonna gain life anyways, but he doesn't need to fucking draw 50 cards a turn. Boom. We'll hold steady and try to Mardu Siegebreaker and the Phyrexian Gorgeousy. Yeah, is gonna gain 80 bajillion gajillion life. 80, 40 bajillion. So much life gain. Classic. Alright, good stuff. He's gonna gain 3 more life. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. What I wouldn't do for a Screaming Mimi right now, am I right? La 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 la. Get a new Mardu Siegebreaker. Hopefully that's not a pro card. It's not. We'll hold our own for a while. We'll hold the line here, but I don't think I can win it. Sacrifice. He can bring back a guy. Bring back that guy. Yeah, I don't think we can win it, but we can sure as hell hold the line for a while, and we can stress test her. We're currently at 7-2, which is, you know, pretty good. We just aren't. We're never going to pull enough removal to do anything here. This is a deck that's craving either a Screaming Mimi or a board wipe. either one of those would fucking run it down. I run Screaming Mimes, I don't run board wipes, so. But yeah, I mean, most control decks would be salivating at this because they would just fucking sweep you and just move on. He's probably got a Resurrector, but still. Let's do a... Let's do a Screaming Victory here. Done. Let's go in. There you go. I'm at 33. Essence Channeler. I'm proud of this guy for... Listen, I'm not going to complain about this deck. I'm proud of this guy for pushing this, man. Good for you, bro. Do what you want, man. Do what you want and want what you do. Good for you, bro. For real, though. I mean, look at this dude. He's absolutely living his best life here, man. Absolutely loving it. Living absolutely fucking just completely free of any kind of any kind of fucking life gain, and just, I mean, a board wipe, and just living his best life, man. Good for him. You know, I'm happy to duke it out with him here. Just so this guy probably never enjoys this deck. He's probably always fucking swearing and fucking mad at this game, running this shit. He's for the first time he's having a great game. He's like, it's fucking working. So good for him, man. You know, we're gonna play it out. He should just swing. Yeah, okay, that's what I was expecting. I was wondering why he wouldn't just swing. Op looks like Trex. Yeah, that's what happens if you don't run board wipes. But I won't do it. Okay, guys? I won't do it. So just, you know, letting you know. It's never going to happen. I won't do it. We'll kill Sadistic Pilgrim. Hey, what's up, Summer? He should just let this through. This dude is playing so slow, like he's in serious danger. I love it. He's playing so carefully. See, the reason I'm giving my op so much respect, my op plays like me, man. He's going to a deck that's super vulnerable against the meta. He doesn't give a shit. He wants to play fucking life gain, Orzhov life gain, and god damn it, that dude is gonna bring him to the diamond table. Meta can go to hell. Salute. Absolute salute. Mad lad. And it probably never goes off this hard. Good for him, man. I say good for him. I do a lot of complaining about decks on this channel, but I will bring praise where praise is due. Look at that. Look at him go. Life gain nil, I know. Oh, hey, what's up, Ignacio? How you doing? Trex, don't forget to, whoops. He accidentally blew up his board. Oh no, he hits 45. Yeah. Very cool. Salute. Alright. If S's channel goes off too much, true, Gobbler. Alright, let's try to finish strong here, boys. Annex either. But that is a horrible way to run black. I don't approve of that. Don't run fucking all removals. That's awful. That's fucking dog shit. We would have done very well, but again, if we can't keep a single creature on the board, we're gonna lose. It's just the way it goes, guys. Every game has been absolutely thump everything that I put down right away, which is not, we can't have that. He's going to do it too. He's going to thump everything I put down too. Yeah. We can't have that. We're going to perpetually lose if that happens. He's going to take Get Lost, which is not really the right card to take. We'll put that down. We'll scry. Yeah, that's good. Boop, 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 boop. Mardu Siegebreaker and a Flesh Gorger would be fantastic if he doesn't immediately crush everything that I have. Again, we need something to fucking survive a little bit. That's kind of the name of the game. If we don't have, if nothing survives, we're kind of in bad shape. So he's gonna go in. He's gonna double go in. No blocks. I'm not getting satisfaction. Here's where we go fucking crazy. That's what we're looking for there. Unblock. There you go. There you go. Edict. Get him, Mardu Siegebreaker. Get him. Get him. There you go. All right. Nice recovery. Prototype scamming. I love that. Love that word. I love that, Goldie. We're gonna leave it right there, guys. Prototype scamming. Hell yeah, that's a great phrase for it. Yeah, we'll add that up. Prototype scam. Yeah, I like it. I like it, guys. It's nonsense. It did very good. It got me to Diamond 2. You can't be mad at that. You can't be mad at a pretty consistent 60% win rate. You know, if somebody isn't immediately just shitting on everything you put down, which, you know, is a real possibility, but if they do shit on everything that you put down right away, you're going to have a bad time. But overall, a very fun and interesting Mardu. We'll leave it right there. I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye-bye.